take white Scotty Pippen. Bitch got full of all red, like it beef with cricket. I done that got head from every bad bitch in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimmicks. What's that floating in your cup? Mind your business. I'm on Sports Center, Rodeo put Achilles. I spent the band on drink before I ate, I need a ass whip. My closet like a fucking clothing store, I need a cash register. Damn, I feel abused, bitches pulling on my bell buckle. Nigga, you need help with something? Nigga pump the gas or something. Order 2 K1s on that bum, put confetti on it. Catch a nigga slip, switch, spaghetti on it. I keep my double cut so I won't go to hell alone. This is not no fire drill, nigga, I got fire on me.
Hey, this that real life shit, nigga.
Yeah. Welcome to the Real Life Shit Podcast, the realest hip-hop podcast in the world where we keep it real about life and all the shit that comes with it. I'm everyone's favorite Nigerian, Ehizoje, a.k.a. the Anointed One. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All you gotta do is spell my name right. That's Ehizoje. Again, that's Ehizoje. And go ahead and follow the podcast too. They got their own handle. That's RLS_podcast. Again, that's RLS_podcast. And if you're really real and you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. And if you listen wherever you get your podcast from, be real, don't be fake. Raise 5 stars. First episode
5
of 2025.
Yeah.
First episode of season 5. I'm joined by one of my co-hosts. It's been a minute since he's been on. He's been out state. He's a traveling man. Go ahead, tell the people who you is, what you be doing, and why they should follow you.
Only went one place last year, bro. But yeah, I'm back in California. You know what I'm saying? It's James, a.k.a. Wingstop Poppy, a.k.a. Jaime Fuego. You know what I'm saying? You can find me at on Instagram at King James Version. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to promote, but yeah, it's good to be back, man. I'm honored to kick off the new year.
Yes, sir. New year indeed. And I feel like the last couple years in January, major things happen. Last year, obviously, we see with the Cat Williams interview shutting the internet down.
Oh, yeah.
This year, we got first some terrorist attacks in New Orleans and presumably Las Vegas. At least I think it was Las Vegas. It was either Vegas or Dallas. I can't remember. I think it was Vegas with the Tesla truck.
Yeah, I think it was Vegas. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then now we have fires all over Los Angeles. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna jump right into some real talk. So on January 7th, 2025, multiple fires broke out in Los Angeles, with 2 of those fires being extremely more destructive than any fire in the history of Los Angeles by a wide margin. The Pacific Palisades fire, which has razed the Pacific Palisades almost in its entirety, along with several communities in Malibu to the ground, and the Eaton fire, which has decimated the community of Altadena. At the time of this recording, close to 40,000 acres have been burned, over 12,000 structures have been destroyed, an estimated 150,000 people have been displaced. There have been 16 casualties and counting. I don't really have words for how tragic of an event this is. It's affected the wealthy. It's affected those known as celebrity. It's affected family who's been in Los Angeles for generations. It's affected the middle class, upper and lower.
Yeah.
It's affected the young who are trying to make it in life. And it's affected the old who thought they did make it in life. It's affected those who are already houseless, as the already contaminated air of Los Angeles has been borderline unbreathable in certain areas. It's affected whites, browns, blacks, Asians. These fires burned without bias, leaving thousands of people with nothing. Thousands of people woke up on regular Tuesday and went to work, school, brunch, because in LA you get brunch. And that was the last time they had a home. Thousands of people lost everything and have to rebuild from the ground up. Some people have taken this time to politicize this tragedy, as they do most things, with misinformation about budget cuts and water shortages, attempting to place blame on the left and DEI initiatives, when in actuality, that $17 million number that you guys see, that they state was removed or cut from the 2023 budget moving into 2024, was made up of one-time costs. Things that were purchased one time, they did not need to be repurchased. And that in actuality, in 2024, LAFD received $58 million more dollars in 2024 than they did in 2023. So instead of trying to be divisive, this is the time to show community. Volunteer, donate, pray. If you're not religious, share links to resources for those affected. Save the politicizing for after this ordeal is over. And help. And if you can't help, be kind. If you or someone you know has been affected by this fire, visit disasterassistance.gov. I'll put it in the description. Also, I have a link for free mental health services for those affected, and also a link of GoFundMes for Black families who've lost their homes due to these fires, in case you want to donate. And a link to the LA Fire Relief Fund that will be responding directly to those affected. You got anything to say, James?
No, you kind of covered most of it. Well said. My heart goes out to the 16 and counting people who've lost their lives due to these ongoing fires. It's terrible. I've never seen anything like this. I remember the night before, Monday night, I was just checking like the weather app. I saw something like life-threatening windstorm coming tomorrow. And I was like, life-threatening? How could a windstorm be life-threatening? Then I thought, oh, okay, like maybe it can start a fire or whatever. But I didn't think, and I fully expected like maybe some brush fires here and there.
Yeah, because we've seen it before.
Yeah,
we've seen brush fires, Malibu.
Yeah,
always gets like homes always burn down.
Yeah, and usually like they get pretty contained. But like I've never. They say the Palisades fire alone, not even the Eaton fire. The Palisades fire can go down as the costliest fire in U.S. history.
$150 billion.
Crazy, and currently, still counting.
Currently,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, my mom kind of explained it and broke it down for me because I didn't even really peep or realize. Like, I guess every year we alternate. Every wintertime we alternate between El Nino and La Nina. So like last wintertime was a relatively wet winter. Yeah, it was El Nino, and this year is La Nina, which is and this is one of the driest La Ninas we've had, combined with strong windstorms. I saw like an old Joe, I don't know if you saw it, but I saw like an old Joe Rogan podcast clip resurface of him talking to a LAFD firefighter.
If there's a fire, there's nothing you could do, essentially.
I'm saying that pretty much LA's been at mercy of the wind. So like all we need is one strong windstorm
going down
during La Nina, and we're fucked. And that's what we're seeing right now. So thoughts and prayers, donate, get involved. If you're local out here, just do what you can to provide relief and support to those who are affected.
Yeah, it definitely felt like anything that could go wrong went wrong. Because even to contain the fire, right? Helicopters and things that would normally be used to like drop retardant,
right, or
just water to expunge the fire, weren't able to take air. They were grounded almost immediately. I remember Tuesday I was chilling at work, and like I work in Santa Monica, and it was pretty windy Tuesday, extremely windy. Our building started like moving back and forth, and I remember people were talking about it. I was like, oh, that's something that's good. Like, you want tall buildings to, shift, move. You don't want it to be like solid, because that's usually when things start to fall. And then they started talking about like the earthquake in Northridge. And they're all like, oh yeah, it was before your time, this and that. And I remember like vividly saying, yeah, thankfully I didn't have to live through that. And I knocked on wood.
Yeah. Oh, and, really?
Yeah.
That day, yeah.
And then 2 hours later, the general counsel at my job, she was in a meeting with all the managing partners, because beginning of the year, they're going over budgets for like the entire year. And she like burst back into like the main like office area. And she's just like, do you guys know what's going on in the Pacific Palisades? And we're like, no. And she's like, I gotta go pick up my son. Like, it's bad. Right?
Is her son up there in the Palisades area?
Her son goes to school at the Pacific Palisades High School.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
So we're like, nah, we didn't see anything. But you could see the Pacific Palisades from our office. So we go around the corner to the other side of the office, and then we see the fire. And then obviously we're still not thinking it's going to be what it is. Like, the fire had just started. We're just like, oh shit, that's kind of crazy. I did make a couple jokes about leaving early. I was
we didn't know how severe it was gonna get. Yeah,
I was just like, damn. I guess we need to evacuate. This and that.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours after that, it kept getting worse, and we did eventually have to evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it did teach me one thing. Like, LA might be one of the worst cities to be in the state of a emergency.
Why you say that?
It's impossible to get out.
Because of the freeways and the way this shit is set up. Yeah.
Like, when we left, the reason we left wasn't even because of the fire at the time, because it was still like mainly Palisades.
Mm-hmm.
It was because Wilshire, I work off of Wilshire, was so backed up from
everybody evacuated
from Ocean Boulevard to where we're at. And we work like borderline Brentwood. That's a pretty long distance. For those of you who don't know LA, that's like 5-6 miles of just street, just backed up. So it took me, I live 10 minutes from my job. It took me like an hour 20 to get home. So
damn, bro. That makes me think too, like, if we know we haven't gotten rain in a cool minute and the meteorologists can predict when a windstorm is coming, shouldn't there be more preventative measures done? Like I know it might cost a lot and be a lot of work, but maybe like helicopters and planes like drop water on the fucking forest brush areas.
Yeah, to keep them wet.
And not even saying that it's going to prevent the fire from happening, but it can help prevent spread. Yeah, prevent spread and shit like that. I don't know. I'm not an expert on stuff like this, but if we know it's coming, like, what can we do in advance to? I don't know. Can we just wet up the fucking forest or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't know what they did do preventative wise. Like, it's hard to believe that they were just doing nothing and just like sitting on their hands. Like, you would hope they didn't.
I don't know.
You know, it's not my area of expertise. So I'm really just sitting, and as information comes to us, you know, it comes to us. So
at this point, we got to figure out something now. Like, whatever it is, like this could happen again.
Oh yeah, you can't let something like this happen twice.
Yeah,
especially with global warming, because this isn't like, it's been pretty dry over the past like 9-10 months. We're gonna have drier years. Like,
for sure,
it's gonna continue to be more and more dry. So
absolutely. Thoughts and prayers to everybody involved and affected.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go into some real or weird. This is mostly real.
Okay.
But it could be weird, depending on who you are.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, Fox Sports and Skip Bayless have been sued by a former hairstylist by the name of Faraji. I hope I'm saying your first name correctly. For sexual battery. Faraji claims Fox perpetuated a misogynistic, racist, and ableist workplace environment. As of this time, it's all alleged, but if true, you know, I hope that Faraji gets as much money as possible, because some of these allegations in here are fucking crazy. But there was there's two that stood out above the rest. And we're going to start off with what had Twitter talking, because Twitter loves to, you know, shit on black women. Joy Taylor sleeping her way to the top, essentially.
Yeah.
Real or weird?
Why you being weird to me?
I'm gonna say weird.
Okay.
I'm gonna say weird. I don't believe in power tripping and power abuse and coercing anybody to do something sexual for any type of professional or monetary gain.
Okay, so you're saying from the situation perspective, weird.
Yeah, I think it's lame to pressure women, really anybody, but especially women, into any type of sexual favor, just so they can get a promotion or anything like that, or any type of any perk. I don't believe in that. Yeah, I think you should.
Pro quo.
Word. Yeah, and I just want to say real quick, I'm not there no more, so I can say this. I am a former Fox Sports employee, and I don't know too much about the whoop-de-whoop, what's going on behind closed doors, but I would hear like little stories here and there about what goes down on the Fox lot or the culture of the company, and I'm not surprised. Like, they're all kind of like corrupt. Some of the executives are kind of assholes. Like, they just gave me that sleazy vibe a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised at all.
So I agree with you. I also think it's weird, the situation itself, like using power dynamics for your own sexual gratification.
Power dynamics, that's the word I was looking for, yeah.
Right? For sexual gratification, in return, giving somebody, promotions, money, accessibility, whatever. I think that's weird.
Right.
Joy taking advantage of that.
You think it's real?
Very real.
I think she's a victim, bro.
Okay. If you were able to give a female boss dick in return for being high up in the company,
okay, cool. Yeah, I would do it.
That's why I say it's real. That's all I'm saying is real. I agree she's a victim of circumstance.
Right.
But she also took advantage of it. And I think that part's real. But obviously the actual power dynamic, sexual harassment part, that part's weird. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to articulate what I'm thinking without coming off like problematic. It's just as bad when it happens to men. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about men. I'm gonna just talk about me. I'm not tripping because I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, if I don't want to do it, I'm just not gonna do it. But if I get some pussy and a raise at the same time, cool. For sure. Why not? Like, whatever.
That's all I'm saying. But obviously, it's not fair to compare like a man doing it versus like a woman. Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, but like men objectively are scarier people than women.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, that's why it's like, I feel bad for Joy if these things are true, if she had this quote unquote sleep her way to the top. Because sometimes, a lot of women feel like they have no other choice, or I don't know, they don't do it. Their like job and reputation could be on the line. So I wouldn't. I get what you're saying. I wouldn't call it real for Joy just because I don't know too much about it. I'm just going to assume she's kind of a victim in this circumstance, even though she's a defendant in this case. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, defendant with multiple allegations against her.
Wait, what were the allegations against her again?
She slept with, I think his name's Charles Dixon, who's head of content over at Fox.
Yeah.
Who used to be at ESPN. He came into Fox because the former head of content had a sexual harassment allegation against him.
That's Fox Sports for you, man. That's Fox, period.
And then also she slept with Emmanuel Acho to become a co-host of his first show that he had on Fox.
But my question is, what did she do bad? Like, that would be like this, like where she...
That's what I'm saying. That's why she's in the lawsuit, to show, I guess they're essentially showing like, or Faraji was showing what happens in the workplace. Like, so Joy is like
as an
example. And then also Faraji went to Joy and let her know that Charles Dixon, who Joy was having sexual relations with, grabbed her ass at a party. Don't be grabbing your coworker's ass, bro.
Yeah.
And Joy said, "Get over it."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then eventually Joy had her removed as her hairdresser. So she's claiming like retaliation, like that's the reason for her firing, because she started like complaining.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. But unfortunately, I think Joy Taylor situation is like overshadowing probably like the most fucked up allegations.
Oh yeah,
which is involving Skip
Bayless. Skip.
Do you believe that he offered $1.5 million for some pussy?
All right, so first, real or weird?
Oh, my bad.
No, it's all good. No, it's right on time. Real or weird? Skip Bayless offering $1.5 million to get his dick wet.
Why you being weird to me?
Of course, it's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird for two reasons. It's weird because that is not appropriate to. It's not an appropriate interaction to have with a coworker, especially as a man with a woman coworker.
Not at all.
And two, while y'all are in the workplace as well. And two,
you fucking the market up.
1.5 million?
It's crazy.
That's why that's the only reason why I low-key don't believe. Like, I don't think any reasonable human being, I don't even think Jeff Bezos will offer 1.5 million for some pussy.
If anyone was going to do it,
you think it'd be Skip?
I think it'd be Skip. 100%. This was my first thought. I was all like, this was his first time, buying pussy or offering. You think to try and buy some pussy?
Okay.
He didn't know the going rate.
Okay.
And so every time she said no, he just kept upping the price. You ever met somebody who didn't know how to negotiate anything?
I mean, I guess I don't know, but I could see that it's a thing.
Okay, we're grown. At a certain point in time, once upon a time, before weed was legal, you had to go to your man's to buy some weed. You didn't always know how much you were supposed to buy.
Okay.
You didn't know how much you were supposed to give him. You just went off of what he said.
Right.
You're just like, okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
You had to get some experience first.
Yeah.
Skip was inexperienced. He chose the wrong one and went up to 1.5.
So you think it's real or weird?
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Okay.
100%. Don't solicit your coworkers.
Don't try to buy pussy from your coworkers.
They're not prostitutes. Like, that shit's crazy.
Yo, my nigga Skip, bruh. The Fox Sports Studios are in Los Angeles. I can show you where the prostitutes are at, bro.
5 minutes away from here, actually.
Yeah, they're right there. I can show you. I can take you down to Fig. You can go to Long Beach Boulevard. You can get what you need, bruh.
Bro, you got enough money. Go to Miami. They all over Miami, bro. Like,
bro, or just slide in one of these little heifers DMs and just take them to a nice dinner or something like that.
I seen a tweet today. Some girl was celebrating the fact that she finally got to sign an NDA.
I saw that. If people were congratulating her in the DMs.
Bro, they out here. They out here. You ain't got to spend 1.5, bro. That could get you like a 10-year contract with some of these women. You're trying off of one?
Or maybe it's 1.5 and it's like your mind for like the next 5 years or something like that. I don't know. It can't be 1.5 for one.
You trying to sign her to a 360?
It can't be 1.5 for one fuck. Hell no.
Hell no.
I don't know. Isn't Skip's yearly salary like $8 million or some shit like that?
Yeah.
That's why I don't think it's real, bro.
Close to a quarter of his, or it was $8 million. He's not there anymore. So obviously there's got to be some credence to this.
And I don't know if Skip Bayless having any lucrative sponsorship deals. So it's like, I don't know. I think Skip is smarter than that. He's a crazy wild boy. I don't think he's that dumb. I don't think he's that dumb, man. I hope not. And I hope he didn't do it. Shout out to the victim if this is true. You know what I'm saying? But
he also said, because like she pushed back when he was coming on to her.
Yeah.
She was all like, Skip? You have a wife. And he responded,
ain't you Muslim?
Isn't your father Muslim? Aren't you allowed to have multiple wives?
It's crazy, man.
And then obviously she was all like, well, not obviously, but she made it awkward. It was like, yo, my pops is dead.
So, man.
But yeah, that shit's weird, bro.
You're weird as fuck, Skip. I hope that's not true. I'm not surprised if Skip was pushing up on a coworker. I would be surprised if that number is accurate though.
1.5
or maybe he was being funny. I don't know. We'll see as the case plays out. Yeah.
Like I said, it's all alleged.
And I love how like all the Fox Sports people are tweeting and doing their shit like nothing happened. Everybody's in their DMs, not DMs, but in their comments like, yo, clowning them and shit like that.
Cause like what are you supposed to do? Like
put out a statement or something. Say, hey, like this is a serious matter. I didn't do it. I won't speak on it as my legal team is handling it. I don't know. But there's a big ass elephant in the room for all three of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Man, we'll see how it plays out.
All right. Next, we talked about some serious topics, so let's unserious it a little bit.
Just change up the tone.
Yeah, Drake is back, or kinda back. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest. So he dropped a new freestyle called the Fighting Irish Freestyle. Before we talk about it and talk about what may be real or weird about it, let's listen a little bit.
I'm recording.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
I love you. Yeah. The summer is over, I missed it. Barrel was smoking, I kissed it. Fair showed us the renters for Texas, it's unrealistic. Cut him the check, cause I hate reviewing the budgets and limits. Just pay the man. The world fell in love with the gimmicks. Even my brothers got tickets. Seemed like they loved every minute. Just know the shit is personal to us and it wasn't just business. Analyzing behavioral patterns is somewhat suspicious. Niggas was never happy for me when I run up the digits. Or when I'm breaking world records still as I guzzle a Guinness. Or when I get my fifth made back cause the color is different. Remember we traded watches, I gave you the Arabic dial. You gave me a numbered edition.
You would even check up on my son like a pediatrician. Sure convinced the gang that shit was rooted in love when it isn't. Show me how different we are, there's blessings in juxtaposition. I guess now you boys gotta abandon your summer tradition. Cold shoulders I gave in the Hamptons, it come with the distance. Figured we was always gonna be close like ovens and kitchens. I was sadly mistaken, the loyalty wasn't a given. It's all good. And niggas cry the blues for you saying it wasn't malicious. Talking about we family, well I'm not the cousin to visit. God forbid we ever gotta tarnish your public image. All that brother talk as if I really discovered a sibling. 6 degrees, my memories retrieving our humble beginnings. Niggas wanted trouble, grabbed a shovel and dug up some ditches. Cover my body in dirt, but that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was a body double and we've done dozens of switches. Niggas tried to light the front gate up, it wasn't for Christmas. I said a prayer that morning for Sean and it wasn't religious. It came from a place of desperation and utter submission. Rapping was over for now, it came like a sudden decision.
Alright.
I don't give a fuck about you snakes and these other
Really weird.
Niggas started fucking.
We passed by the bars. Obviously, just give background. If you don't know, Drake and LeBron, pre-beef, extremely close. And we're talking like from 2009 when Drake was first coming up. I don't know if you remember the LeBron doc.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. Yeah,
when he used Forever for the doc.
Yeah.
So like they've been close even up till last year when Bronny unfortunately went down with his heart condition, and when he came back was being walked out by Drake at It's All a Blur tour. So like these are people who essentially have been close to each other for about 15 years, right?
Right.
He sees LeBron dancing to, you know, the Kendrick diss, calling him a pedophile.
Right.
And he pretty much says, "Hey man, like we're not cool no more." Essentially, in this,
it's a breakup song.
Essentially, it's a breakup song to LeBron, and I guess anybody else that may have felt like they were supposed to be cool with Drake that chose a different side than his during this beef.
Okay. Oh. So really weird.
Really weird.
It's tough. I'm gonna go with weird, and not because I'm a quote unquote known Drake hater. Like I'm thinking about this, or I'm trying to assess this objectively as possible. I think like good rapping, like he rapped his ass off. I can't sit here and say he didn't bar shit up. Like he did his thing, but I'm focusing more so on the messaging and the purpose of the song. I think it's weird because, okay, where do I start? First of all, you're Mr. No Friends in the Industry. Like you made whole songs like pretty much like preaching that. You know what I mean? And now like one of your friends in the industry turned his back on you or you felt like betrayed you. So, I mean, this kind of falls in line with what you've been like saying for a cool minute, right? So, and then two, I don't know. I mean, I know they've worked together. Like I've known LeBron, I see Drake courtside at the motherfucking games. I know Drake helped with the soundtrack of I forget the name of LeBron's documentary.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Is it more than a game?
It might be more than a game.
I'm tripping. Yeah,
it's the high school joint, right?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm not there behind closed curtains. I have no idea. I think LeBron was just doing his thing and I think LeBron just likes hip hop. I don't think he thinks too much into the politics and the nuances of rap beef. I think he just said, "Oh, the pop out, I want to go." Anytime a new song comes out that's like super trendy, he records himself rapping, no matter what the fuck they're rapping about. I think if Drake did the same shit, like Drake dropped like if the shoes were on the other foot and Drake dropped a banger that was like that killed Kendrick Lamar off, I think LeBron would have been singing lyrics too. I don't think he gives a fuck that much.
I think. All right, this is what I'll say. First off, I like the bars. He's rapping. He's going crazy.
Right.
Good ass rhyme scheme. Tough to do. Over like 3.5 minutes. I don't fuck with the flow, but the bars is fire.
The flows. Honestly, like the whole. Sorry to cut you up. The whole like it's so lonely at the top. Flow and cadence is kind of like getting old for me, bruh.
I just don't like. I haven't liked that flow since he started using that flow, but. Yeah, bars are good. I like the song as for what it is. I think it's real.
Okay.
I think what we ask for from artists and what we've asked for from Drake is more of his real life and where his current mindset is.
Yeah.
Like a lot of For All the Dogs, a lot of the criticism that came with that was, hey, you out here talking about you partying in Turks and Caicos with these 25-year-olds. You're not talking really anything of substance about your actual life currently, which is how you obtained a majority of your fan base when you first came onto the scene, right?
Okay.
Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. Those are all like deeply personal albums, right? And he kind of shifted into like this playlist kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna make sure that's gonna go off in the clubs type
Tunes.
shit, right? Which is cool, but especially from our age group, what we want are raps like that.
Right.
Like, keep it real. Like, you cannot change how something someone else did makes you feel.
Okay.
You can't. And so if he felt betrayed by what LeBron did, he felt betrayed. And he's telling us about it. The only person I didn't want to hear from after the beef was Cole.
Right, yeah. He could have held that.
That was weird. That was weird to me. But this, I think is real. I wanted to hear where Drake is after losing the beef. The same way I wanted to hear Kendrick go on the victory lap after the beef, right?
Okay.
So I think it's real. If I was in Drake's position and somebody I consider myself close to, right, started dancing to a song calling me a pedophile when I'm not a pedophile, yeah, we not friends no more. I'm sorry. Keep dancing over there. And then I'm gonna rap about it because I'm feeling the type of way. But that's just how I feel about it.
I'm a big believer in get in the booth, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of that culture, so I'm not mad at the fact that he made a song, like that he rapped about his experience, or his feelings. I just think his feelings is a bit pussy. And I think if it's true that he's implying that he's going to expose LeBron for cheating on his wife,
that part was weird.
I think that's breaking guy code. I respect like making a song and rapping like about your feelings. That's what art is supposed to do. It's self-expression. I just think his expression and how his stance on this is weird. And I think it's weird if it's true that he's implying that he's going to snitch on LeBron for cheating and doing what he did. It's like if me and you were in a roasting session in high school and somebody in the audience, like in the crowd, in the circle, laughed at one of your jokes, and I've snitched on this nigga. Like, then I'm like, oh, you gonna laugh at his jokes? I'm gonna tell your girlfriend you cheated on her. Yeah. It's like, nigga, I'm not even in the shit. Like, you that butthurt, nigga?
That part was weird. The bar itself was kind of weird. I was just like, wait, like, how you gonna like bring him down with you type shit?
Yeah.
But I would say the snitching on the wife part, because that kind of came in after, right? With the DMs that got leaked.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's weird on Drake. I think it's weirder on the dude that's leaking the DMs.
Wait, you talking about Chris Blake Griffith?
Yeah.
Wait, LeBron has something to do with the...
No, Drake put in the...
Oh, the LeBron analogy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, why are you leaking that?
Yeah.
And obviously, it's not like the DM was sent yesterday. The DM was sent a while back.
Yeah.
But because everyone started like putting like 2 and 2 together with the bars, he kind of took that as his opportunity to I got the screenshot from Drake. Boom, this is proof right here. It's like, bro, what you doing, dog? Like,
listen, poor LeBron, man. He's just minding his business, trying to get the Lakers to have a deep playoff run. His name just keeps getting brought up in this rap beef he has nothing to do with. The nigga went to one show and enjoyed the song like the rest of the country did. And this motherfucker, I would be so hot, bro. I can't even just listen to the song and go to a concert. I just want to get out the house.
And then Academics is out here trying to spill tea, bro.
He's a bitch, bro.
Like, dog, man.
Academics is a bitch for that.
He chose the wrong one, though. I wouldn't mess with LeBron's fan base, especially Twitter. And get you out the pain, bro.
Word, you saw how niggas was glazing LeBron for his birthday.
Facts, man.
I threw some grills on a steak for LeBron's birthday. Shit, I'm a Kobe guy. But no, I think it's weird. I get you. I'm with you on to make a song and express your feelings and be true to yourself. I'm with that. I just think his true feelings is weird. Like I just he picked that up. My bad. I'm watching this game.
Yeah, we're watching playoffs, by the way, yo.
Yeah. But yeah, whatever, nigga. But I also don't want to hear, and he's gonna do it anyway. From Drake, I don't want to hear no subs towards Kendrick. Say that nigga's name at this point. Y'all are beyond the point of subs. Both of them.
I think they're both gonna sub each other.
I hate that.
They're both gonna sub each other.
I hate that. We all beyond subs at this point.
I understand it though, because once you name it, then it's back into full on beef, right? And then it's like, oh, now I have to focus my energy into strictly diss tracks. When it's like subs is just like, all right, you know what it is, nigga, and I know what it is. but it's kind of like a Cold War like type of treaty type shit. It's like
the Cold War is over. We didn't already have World War III. It's like forget rap battles. Like you're right. Like because if they say each other's names, it's gonna be full on war again. It's kind of like that with men in general. Like if we have an issue, we're very selective if we want to like really start tripping because we know where things go as men. You get what I'm saying? So like we're very selective on when we decide to start tripping. So I think it should be like that. I think it's either y'all are tripping fully or leave the beef shit alone at this point. Like the sub and shit is not, it don't hit the same no more for me.
I'm tripping on a yacht. Cash Cobain got one. Whenever that song comes out.
I haven't even heard this.
Yeah. I think I fell in love with a thought. That shit hard. All right. Staying on West Coast. This is a music podcast.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about some music.
Let's do it.
LA and Sacramento connect on a surprising joint tape from rap vet Mozzy and rising LA rapper Kalan.FrFr. The merging of their unique vocal abilities combined for a project full of vibes for any occasion. Whether you're at a kickback, turning up, or on a late night drive, they provide music for any occasion where liquor and women might be involved. This is Mozzy and Kalan.FrFr's Lucky Her.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
This has its own.
Baby, how you doing? What's your name? Where you from? Told her my name Kay, and I'm from LA. And pardon me, cause I don't mean to be in your way. Part of me just needs another look at your face. I was wondering if you would let me show you something. Somewhere that I come from, where you get this love from. Take you to the hood, where the Christian, where the blood's from. You ain't got a trip, I'm on my shit, babe, I get love from. Where I got my first chain, where I got my gun from. Where I get my white tees, where I get my first ones. Where I caught phase at, them was like my first one. Pops had the 96 and Polly at the sports one. Man, let's go to Nobu, Malibu, run, young. Wouldn't it be fun, young? We got a son, young. What about a house in Malibu? You a loved one. You ain't got no way if they trippin', I'ma drum some bubbles. Baby, you should. You should let me hold you down. And baby, you could let me show you round. Show you round my hood, babe. Let me show you round my side of town. Baby, you could.
What'd you think when you first listened to this project?
It was cool. It's alright. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of like crooning type singing.
Okay.
Like it kind of gets like whiny and annoying to me. You know what I'm saying? But I tried to listen with an open mind. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it ain't like moving the needle for me. I love good West Coast music, but it's just okay. All right.
We might be opposites on this. This is one of my favorite type of subgenres of hip hop right here. Yeah, the crooning where it's just like just sing along, rap. It's good vibes. You can play it wherever. Like no one's gonna be like, "Yo, turn this shit off." Like
it's good safe music. You know what I'm saying?
Like I fuck with it. I fuck with it hard.
I like it from Blast. I guess Blast kind of does that, right?
Yeah.
I like it from Blast, but that's probably about it.
Did you have a favorite song off this project?
I did the very first record, BBL.
BBL? That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
Well, is that your least favorite?
We're gonna talk about it.
All right.
All right. So let's listen real quick.
Hey, Louis purse, Benz keys, that's what bad bitches like. First class, B&B, that's what bad bitches like. Yachts and a jet ski, that's what bad bitches like. I go put that baggie on like the bad bitches type. Maybachs, rose seats, that's what bad bitches like. Nobu, floor seats, that's what bad bitches like. Scammer with an AP, that's what bad bitches like. I go put that baggie on like the bad bitches type.
Flow seats, Foski, that's what bad bitches like. Spoiler on the first night, that's what bad bitches like. Phone I got on all his ice, that's what bad bitches like. She can tell I'm living right, sex fifth, private flight. Pretty bad bitch, she got her own money. Face on beat, waist slim, ass bustin'. Last nigga bumming, new nigga got lucky. Niggas hanging out at gas stations, can't touch it. You let me get me tatted right now. But I'm a dog nigga, you do that, I pipe down. Go make a real nigga pop out. I'm for the streets, but if I get what
Why was this your favorite song?
This is some cool shit. I go club hopping too. Like when I'm in my car and I'm going to the next spot and I'm low key a little lit. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Hypothetically, if I were to drink and drive,
Just like if you happen to do it.
if I were to hypothetically drink and drive, which I would never do, when I'm going to the next spot when I'm going to the after hours spot, when I'm a little tipsy, there's some shit I throw on in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
It's cool. And I like I like Rob 49's verse on here. It was a nice touch. You know what I'm saying? He brought that energy.
I don't dislike this song, really.
Okay.
And I do think this is like one of those songs, like if you're outside and it comes on, like all the women are gonna start throwing ass too, like.
Yeah.
And I'm always down for that. I'm always down to catch some, you know.
It's cool vibes.
But compared to everything else on the project, it just wasn't for me.
Okay.
That's all. My favorite song. Eggs in the Morning.
Oh, I like this one too.
It's that real life shit, nigga.
There you go. Yeah. Hey, that pussy good, right? Eggs in the morning, head in the morning, head in the foreign, fucking in the sky, rise, love your apartment. Keep you in my gallery, yeah, you know my department. He can be a casualty, your nigga better not start shit. You know how I pull up, yeah, spark shit. She know I'm a real big dog, big bark shit. Play with that pussy picnic in the park shit. Fuck all night, juice, eggs in the morning, head in the morning. Eat that pussy up, leg shaking, got you moaning. I'ma fucking feed you real good, I'm a grown man. Better hold hands, better slow dance. Let me sign you to the game, here go your advance. Pull a trigger to the plane, baby, let's go to France. With them bitches ass, tell them I'm your motherfucking man. Yeah, hey, that pussy good, right? Eggs in the morning, head in the morning, head in the foreign, fucking in the sky, rise, love your apartment. Keep you in my gallery, yeah, you know my department.
I'm on your line, let me know if it ain't booty call.
Yeah, I think the hook kind of just like sets the tone. Like the hook, the instrumental is just catchy.
Yeah, this number 2 for me.
And it's quotable too. Like that pussy good like head in the morning, eggs in the morning type shit. Like facts.
You know what this sound like to me? This sound like if you West Coastified Future. Like if you like made like because Future kind of croons a little bit too.
Yeah, when he gets into his R&B bag type shit.
This sound like Future's R&B bag if you West Coastified it. Like if you made him an LA nigga.
Yeah. Thanks.
I respect that. I like this song.
Yeah, I follow this song. I could have this on repeat type shit.
Yeah.
But can't just talk about the good shit. Gotta also talk about the bad shit. So songs to delete. I already mentioned mine. It's BBL. Bad Bitches Like.
That's your song to delete?
Yeah, that's my song to delete. I'm not even mad at the song, but I could take it out and start this project at my hood going down and it'll be just fine. And it probably starts the project off better too, because my hood sounds more like the rest of the project. But
I feel that. I think mine's has seen it all.
You know?
Yeah, take that one off, bro. That was
outro.
The least. Yeah, I know. I get what they're trying to do as an outro. It was kind of one of the more serious songs. I feel like it's one of those I survived the hood type of songs. It was just an uninteresting record for me. Like nothing about that sonically, lyrically, nothing stood out for me. I just didn't care.
What'd you give this project?
I give this
out of 10.
Out of 10, assuming 5 is an average album, a straight up 5. Like literally the definition of mid. Like it's not bad, but it's not great to me. It's like just okay. But also like remember, I'm the type of nigga I don't really give a fuck about crooning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was my shit. This is right up my alley. I gave it a 7.5.
Okay.
So that's 6.25 between the both of us. I don't think Mozzy really fit on this album. Like
it felt a bit forced.
I think someone in the rap group chat said Shorty should have been like the. Oh wait, no, I said that shit. I'm sorry. Shorty probably should have would have been a better like tandem with Kalan.
Who?
Shorty.
Never heard of this person.
You don't know Shorty?
No clue.
You know Shorty. Hold on.
All right, maybe I don't know.
Let me play.
I'm getting old, man.
You got at least one song you know for sure.
Yo, West Coast artist.
I actually don't know where he's from. Oh yeah, here we go. I know you know this song.
I'm listening. Hold on. Oh yeah, I've heard this. I've heard this guy. Yeah, he's solid.
But yeah, and he's on Lucky Her the project too. So I just felt like he probably would fit sonically better with Kalan. But
Okay.
I get Mozzy has, more notoriety and whatnot. And who knows? They might have a real life connection. So also shout out to India Love, Big IE on the cover. So
Well, how does it work when you have two crooning niggas on a song? Maybe they balance it out with Mozzy, like a more rapidy rap nigga.
I feel like it's fine as long as the verses are fire. Like, you can't go wrong with having two niggas who could sing on a song that have good melodies, as long as they sound different. Wally the Sensei and Roddy Ricch on Dodger Blue, that shit sounds angelic, bro.
I guess it works for Blast and Bino.
Yeah, Blast and Bino too. All right. That's not the only project we're talking about today.
Yes, sir. West Coast. We had a great year last year.
West. So the reception received by LA native Tyler, the Creator, at Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth pop out is one no one would have believed when he first released Bastard, an extremely divisive mixtape that kickstarted his career. Now 16 years, 2 Grammys, and 3 #1 albums later, not only has he shed the negative imagery associated with his brand, but he's also become one of the biggest artists in the world while also making an impact in fashion. With his new album, he gets more personal than he's ever been, tackling topics concerning his sexuality, growing up without his father, and how that affects not only his view of relationships with women, but the possibility of becoming a father himself. This is Tyler finally coloring inside the lines to give us a better picture of the man behind the fashion, the man behind the music, the man behind the artist, and the man behind the mask. This is Tyler, the Creator's Chromakopia.
Things feel out of order. Look around, I'm not sure. Paranoia, no. Feel it in my aura. Living between cameras and recorders. These but can't afford ya, no.
Sinifu na vo kamba vileta pamulomo.
All right, how'd you feel when you first listened to this album?
Loved it. I feel like this album is a little overhated.
Okay.
I think it's one of his better projects. For some reason, people don't fuck with it, or they say they're disappointed by him or he underperformed. I think he did a great job. Some of the sounds we were familiar with, like, so it wasn't entirely like he came out with some brand new vibes. But I think he executed really well.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Is it overhated, or are people just not overhyping it? I think it's being accurately rated for what it is, because I don't see anybody saying it's bad. I'm not saying that.
I see a lot of people saying they don't fuck with it, or saying they're disappointed by this album from him.
People
in the rap chat have said that.
You can be disappointed and not say it's bad. No one says it's bad.
Well, no, I'm not saying. Okay, overhate is probably the wrong term. I know nobody said it was bad, but I feel like this is a great album, and I'm excited to talk about it with people, and everybody else, especially in the rap chat, is like, I was a little disappointed. I'm all excited. I'm like, wait, what? This is a good, cohesive album, bro.
Yeah, I think instrumentally amazing. Obviously, arrangement-wise, Tyler's always gonna be on 10.
Right.
When it comes to that, probably you could argue top 10 producer in the game, and a lot of his production is on his own shit.
Real quick, we'd be remiss if we didn't shout out Lauren, who should be here today, but she has boots on ground helping out with the fires, and she's probably the biggest Tyler fan I know. She told us to shout her out, so we're shouting her out. Shout out to Lauren.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out Lauren L, man.
Yeah. But I think it's a great album. I think it's one of the better albums. I think it's the second best album that came out last year.
I think, kind of like I mentioned in the write-up, I think it's his most personal album, topic-wise. I feel like a lot of his other albums, there would be serious topics kind of sewn in between the threads of the project itself, right? And in this one, it felt like almost every Like you could kind of point out like which ones don't have serious like overtures like tailored to it. Like it's really just sticky and ratata. Everything else kind of like meshes together as like, hey, this is who I am and this is why I became the person I am today. So in that aspect, I think it might end up being one of his most important albums to himself.
Yeah, he did say the album is pretty much made of things that his mom said when he was a kid, and he just made songs about all the little lessons his mom taught him when he was just a kid. That's what he said, and I can definitely hear it. And he's putting in audio excerpts of his mom saying shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a cool thing. I think people also probably giving a little bit of pushback as far as how good it is because he did, in my opinion, I think Call Me If You Get Lost is probably his best work. So he's coming off hot off a really, really great piece of like album.
Yeah, at a certain point you can only be judged off your own work, right?
Yeah.
So if you just come off of not only Call Me If You Get Lost, but also the deluxe at the estate sale.
Oh, that was really good.
And not to mention Igor, like right before that.
I thought it was Flower Boy right before that.
I think it's Igor. Yeah.
Fact check.
I want to say it's Flower Boy, Igor.
You might be right.
And then Call Me If You Get Lost. So Igor right before that kind of shifted his whole sound, which even he said, yo, it's not even a rap album, right? And that was an amazing project. So to come out with this afterwards, it's not a bad project. I just think we saw him.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We saw the precipice of Tyler the Creator. Yeah. And so when he doesn't reach that, everyone's not gonna like go crazy about it. It's just like, okay, this is good too. But that was fucking amazing.
I try to not judge rappers based off of the work they put out, and I try to judge it based off of what we're getting from the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a little unfair, like to judge good albums and say this isn't as good, this isn't it, because somebody's putting out great shit. For example, when I was at Cal State Fullerton, when we were students at Cal State Fullerton, I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a TV news producer. So one of our classes, we had to like make news packages, like videos, like 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 second like news packages that you'll see on TV. Yeah. And I used to be like super passionate about that. I used to like not to toot my own horn, I used to make really, really fucking good packages. Like I used to get A+ on my shit. And then I kind of like started looking at the sports industry, and I was like, I don't really want to work in news anymore. So on my next news package, I purposely gave like B or B+ work. Cause we had a whole criteria that we had to like check off. And then I submitted it. I knew I was supposed to get a B+. I hit all the points. I hit certain points that would get me a B+. And my teacher gave me like a fucking C something. And then I was like, wait, why am I getting a C when I hit these like whoop-de-whoops? Yeah. And he was like, well, I gave you a C because even though you technically did do what you're supposed to do for a B, you're digressing. You're regressing. I'm sorry. You're regressing from what you used to put out. And I'm like, that's not fucking fair because my shit is better than most people's in this class. And you can't judge me based off of what I've done before, judge me based off of what you asked me to do and what I put out. So that's why, and that shit pissed me off. So that's why I try not to judge like artists, albums like that.
I hear your point. I feel like you have to judge artists based off of what they put out before. Because if Call Me If You Get Lost was the only project he ever put out, that's a classic. If Igor was the only project he ever put out, that's a classic. Right. If Chromakopia was the only album he ever put out, it's a good album. And that's it. Right. So I do think that once an artist shows you that they're capable of going to like a certain level, it's noticeably different when they don't reach that level.
I feel like I get what you're saying, but the only reason I'm not fucking with that is because it will make me. I feel like right now there's not too many rappers compared to like what we've experienced in our childhood that are putting out quality albums that are like they're putting some type of effort into it. I feel like nowadays it's just a collection of songs. So,
see, I disagree. I think this is probably the most we've ever seen when it comes to just quality music.
Yeah, ever? I think 90s was like
from like top to bottom. 90s you only had like people just rapping on boom bap. I'm talking about like you got niggas like Smino, you got niggas Kendrick, obviously the big three, right? And then you could have artists like Rhapsody who has no fanfare essentially. And I think she had one of the best rap albums last year. And I don't think you were getting that. You couldn't go like 20, 25 artists deep in the 90s. It was
you could, for sure.
I don't think so. They were all putting out essentially the same album.
Even in like, I feel like 06 is an underrated year too. 06, it was a lot of great albums that were put out, like a lot of quality fucking albums that were out there. Anyway, what I'm saying is that like for me, I think it is a lot of. I mean, I get it, like the Rhapsodies of the world, but that's not like they aren't like leading they aren't on the forefront of rap. Like you kind of like got to do some like digging for that. Where compared to like the 90s, like they were the face of rap. Like that was the norm.
Okay, even artists like Don Toliver. Like Don Toliver has not missed since he's been out. Like
I'm not the Don. I'm not familiar with Don Toliver's album, so I can't really speak on that. But all I'm saying is I think Tyler is doing something unique and contribute something rare to the rap game, and I don't want to downplay it just because it's not as good as what he's like the greatness he's put out before. Because I feel like I'm just trying to appreciate him while we have him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate him too. But it was a good album, and it's okay for an album to just be a good album. I think it should be okay for artists to just put out a good album. Okay. Not every album has to be great or amazing.
I personally think it's a great album. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was solid. All right, you know? So let's go into favorite songs. Mm-hmm. What was the best song on this project?
My favorite is probably "Darling I."
That was also my favorite song.
Yeah.
So let's listen a little bit.
Whatever you do, don't ever tell no bitch you like. It's that real life shit, nigga.
If you don't need, don't tell us.
Check.
Darling, I keep falling in love. Darling, I keep falling in love. Keep falling in love. Forever's too long. Come on. Ooh, I got a problem, I don't know if I can shake. Oh, they wanna tie me down, but it's just my brain. I can't sound the dotted line. Just how long is forever? It's too long. Darling, I keep falling in love. Darling, I keep falling in love. I keep falling in love.
Why was this your favorite song on the album?
Just feel goody vibes. I like when Tyler's in his like feel good vibes. Great rapping, straightforward message. My only gripe with this song, I hate how fucking Tyler, like all the girls love this song and shit like that. But it's like he's pretty much saying some shit that I've said before.
He did this for the niggas. But because it sounds good, the women are co-opting it. It's like, it's like, no, it is for us.
He ain't saying nothing different than I said. I get killed for saying what he's singing about, but the women love this shit. It's like, all right, bro. So Tyler, it's cool when Tyler does it. It's bad when I do. I just got to harmonize it.
And Future's gonna get brought up again. This is, I can see Future writing about the same topic, not saying it in the same way. Tyler kind of like cleaned it up a bit, but this might just be like a Future song. Like
this is pretty much a Future song, but the women will kill Future for saying the exact same shit.
Like, what do you mean you keep falling in love?
Yeah,
it's like
it's giving misogynistic. Like, all right, bro. The fire song, fire.
This is Tyler's My Collection.
Pretty much.
But yeah, this is my favorite song too. I haven't listened to this song in like months.
It's the Wandering Eye anthem,
and still, it's just stuck in my head. It's crazy.
Fire record.
Shout out to Ehizoje too. Song to delete. What song would you take off this album?
Probably there wasn't really any bad songs on here, but I'll go with Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I forgot the song existed until I listened to it today because I'm like, wait, what songs would I delete? I don't even know. Just cause same thing with our last the Kalan.FrFr. Like it's just forgettable. Don't even remember what the song is about. Maybe I might have to. Maybe I'll find a new appreciation for it 2 years from now. But right now, I don't think it's really relevant for me.
Yeah, I feel you on that. There wasn't like nothing really stood out for me where I was just automatically like, oh, I gotta take this off. Mm-hmm. But if I were to take something off, I know a lot of people like this song, but Ratata.
What? I fucking love that song.
I'd be cool without that.
Oh,
like
wow.
If I never heard it, I think Sticky is a better version of Ratata. That's why.
I love Ratata. That's my second favorite song on the album.
But yeah, let's go into ratings. What are you giving this?
I give it an 8.1.
8.1. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're actually relatively close on the rating. I gave it a 7.8.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just how we, articulate our sentiments on the album.
Yeah.
But 7.95 is the average.
Okay. Because to me, a 5 is an average album, like the Kalan.FrFr, and then 6 is above average. 7 is like, oh, this is pretty decent. 8 is like, this is good/great. 9 is like, this is a certified classic, and then 10 is like, this is perfect. So that's why like an 8.1 for me.
Yeah, once I get into like the 7s, especially the high 7s, that's when I get into the not everybody can make this.
Right.
Like it's like, okay, like one of one type things. And then when we get into the 8s, it's like not only is it extremely unique and like great musically, but you're excelling way past your peers. Like it's a standout. Like I'm gonna choose this album over most other albums. And then 9s, like you said, that's when you start getting into classic territory where it's just like this is gonna live forever, you know. But yeah, shout out to Tyler, man. He's on a run right now.
Yeah, and this is his highest selling album so far in his career, right?
324 first week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at right now, but
and shout out to Camp Flog. Shout out to Lauren too. She dragged me to my first Camp Flognog. I don't know if you've been, EJ.
I used to be a mainstay at Camp Flognog. Shout out to everybody from the IE who used to mob up with me. Yeah, I went like 2-3 years in a row.
Okay, yeah.
Retired after.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. The only thing about Camp Flognog is usually like the same artist. So after you go like a couple times, you're just like, all right.
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah.
But yeah, Flognog's fire. Flognog is fire. Let's stay on Tyler, man. Let's go in top 5s. Top five. I still haven't uploaded the sound. I promise I'm gonna put the sound on here. Top 5.
You got like a top 5 drop?
You remember Grammys, Future and Drake?
Yeah.
And then Future's like top 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna add that in there. Let's go in top 5 Tyler the Creator albums because he's at that point of his career.
Oh, I have 6 because I think he has 6 albums.
Well, it's a top 5 list.
All right, so I got
So whatever that number 6 is, knock it out. So yeah, he's at that point of his career where he has enough music out to where you can actually have discussions about what are his best albums. So
want me to say mine first or how you want to do this?
Run from 5 through 1 and then we'll talk about it.
I'll say Wolf is my number 5. Wait, yeah, 5 through 1, right? Okay, yeah, Wolf is my number 5. Cool album. Nothing that I go to a lot. I'm looking at the track list right now. I Fucking Hate You. Love that song off that album. And I love Answer.
Run through the list first and then we'll go back.
Okay, my bad. Okay, and Tamale's fire. I got Wolf at 5, Goblin at 4, Chromakopia at 3, Flower Boy at 2. Oh fuck, I forgot Igor. Same list. Actually, fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go Goblin at 5, Igor at 3. Sorry, Goblin at 5, Igor at 4, Chromakopia at 3, Flower Boy at 2, Call Me If You Get Lost at 1.
Okay. Why that order? You could dive into it now. So I know you said Wolf, only a couple joints kind of like stood out to you.
Yeah.
But what about the rest?
So I had Igor at...
I'm surprised Goblin made it into your top 5, actually.
Goblin reminds me of high school. And that's when Tyler was just super raw. He wasn't like as polished as he is now, obviously.
Yeah.
But I went back to look at the track list, and it's a lot of records on there that I love and still live with to this day. I'll never forget my first time hearing Yonkers and seeing the video. Just like I feel like he was just ahead of his time at the time, and it just brought back nostalgic feelings. I'm a little biased. Igor was cool. Like, Igor was technically a good album, but it just didn't resonate with me that much. I just didn't like. I didn't really run back to it, even though he has some bangers on there like Earthquake. Chromakopia, we kind of just talked about it. 8.1, pretty decent album. Flower Boy, I feel like he was really in his like, I'm about to like really be more intentional with my songwriting. I think he even like said that in an interview, and it started with Flower Boy. So that was kind of like the transition. And also like he really leaned into his feel goody shit, which is a 180 turn from his like death, kill shit, burn shit, fuck school shit. So that was refreshing. And then Call Me If You Get Lost is number 1. Like I think that's phenomenal album, bro. Start to finish. Good, simple theme, unique songs, just a lot of honesty, good rapping, good beats, just super. Probably, I think is his best album. I think a lot of people will say Flower Boy. I think this shit is his best work.
Which is crazy because he was inspired to make that album because of Westside Gunn.
Really?
Yeah, he was all like, yeah, Westside Gunn made me want to rap again. Because remember, he was kind of like slowly moving away from like just rapping.
Or just like singing and shit, or doing like alternative shit.
Igor was right before this, and then he was just like, yeah, no, Westside Gunn. I was just like, yo, that shit's dope. And so he started.
That's probably why I like it, because this is one of his more like hip hoppy shit is recent. You know what I mean?
Easily his most. Yeah. My top five. Tyler the Creator projects, albums. Number 5, I got Cherry Bomb. 4, Flower Boy. 3, Wolf. 2, Igor. And then 1, Call Me If You Get Lost. Cherry Bomb. I feel like Cherry Bomb was like when he really first started like getting to like his arrangement bag, and you could see the production like start to develop.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He was being like super experimental. And some of the shit didn't work, but it was like I get what he was trying to do.
Yeah. I think Smuckers is on that shit too.
Yeah,
which is fire.
Yeah.
4, Flower Boy. I liked it. It was cool.
Flower Boy had 4.
It was a little too. It's kind of it was a little corny in me.
Really?
Yeah, a little too sing-songy. I don't think he had hit like the equilibrium he needed just yet. Because after that, I feel like a lot of his like singing tracks started to hit. I think our Flower Boy See You Again was like the only one that really like stuck with me. I was just like, okay, this is fire. 3, Wolf. First joint after the Goblin and Bastard tapes. I don't know. It was just good. It was just good vibes. It felt like it was easy. It felt like it was natural for him. Like you mentioned a couple. I Fucking Hate You was fucking amazing. 2-Seater was really good. That's when he first started like going to like different personas. Right? I forgot what his persona was on Wolf, but they would call him like T or some shit like that. Yeah, and that's when we first started to see like the character building essentially in Tyler the Creator's universe. So I fuck with Wolf. 2, Igor. I think this is probably the best character he's made. Right? With the wig and all that shit. It felt like it was like a different person, like down to like the music. And I feel like I could just press play on Igor all the way through. And it's just gonna sound really amazing. Like I'm not gonna stop it at any point. And 1, Call Me If You Get Lost. I think it's easily his best project. I think it's a classic.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone could deny it either. So
I think a lot of people will say Flower Boy. I've when people talk about best Tyler albums, I see Flower Boy a lot though, bro.
I think that's just nostalgia.
Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We gotta do a poll or something.
It's got to be nostalgia.
I agree with you, but I see Flower Boy a lot, bro.
Shout out to Tyler.
Shout out to my nigga Tyler.
All right. Those are all the topics I got. So let's move on to guest choice. You got anything you want to talk about before we head out?
Not in particular, man. Just thoughts and prayers to everybody involved and affected by these fires going on, bro. It's wicked out here. I can't wait for things to get back to normal. Also, I'm not looking forward to like the economic consequences. I feel like it's gonna spill over from these events. Like I feel like rent is gonna be out of control now. And I've read
a story on that. And landlords are going to price gouge. I don't think it's going to affect people who make a regular income. I think it's only going to affect those who are extremely wealthy, because the only price gouging is going to be on apartments that they can't already fill. So the only reason that there's competition for these apartments is because you have the affluent and the extraordinarily wealthy now without homes that they obviously now need some place to live over the next like year and a half, 2 years. And so that new competition is going to drive up prices for these apartments that they couldn't rent out anyway because it was too expensive for the everyday person, right? They're not going to kick out the everyday person to raise rent for somebody that's only going to be here 1 to 2 years. They want long-term rentals. However, I do think the wealthy are going to gripe about it and complain about it enough to where we might finally get some sort of rent control in Los Angeles. The last proposition
we just voted against it.
No, 60% of people said no to. So I think
I don't get it. Yeah.
This might be what kind of like finally turns the tables and people finally vote yes on rent control. So
we'll see, man.
Hot takes? You got any hot takes?
No hot takes today.
I got a hot take.
What's up?
Hot take. I followed you on Instagram. I did not follow your child on Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And when I followed you on Instagram, you were childless. So when I go on Instagram, I ain't trying to see your kids on Instagram. I'm sorry. If I want to follow them, you can make a separate page. And I'll go follow them and I can watch them grow up. I don't give a fuck about them little niggas.
Wow.
That's your child.
You know what's so ironic about this? Literally, as I was pulling up to your crib, I was texting somebody about I know what caption I'm going to put when I announce the birth of my child.
Yeah.
That's so ironic that like you said that as on.
Announce your child.
Mm-hmm.
Post your kid. I don't care. That's
Okay.
part of your life.
Right.
But I swear there's somebody I follow on Instagram and every single story
about their kid.
And they post every day and it's multiple stories a day is just their kid.
You want to see her? She a baddie?
No, it's just somebody I was friends with. But it's just like, bro, I do not care about this.
Yeah, I get that.
Like your kid is just turned 1 year old. I know every significant event that's happened in his life over the first year. Like, bro, make a separate Instagram. Like,
all right, shit. All right.
That's my hot take though.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I got today.
Switch up the content, balance it out.
Pass ox.
Pass the ox. What song did I send you? I know it's a Ken Carson song. Forget the name of it.
It was actually a Kenny Mason song.
Kenny Mason, my bad. I'm not super familiar with him. I just heard the song randomly a couple months ago. I was like, oh, this shit a jam.
You should dive into him. He's fire.
Yeah.
He's fire.
Kenny Mason, salute. I love the Freddie Gibbs verse on here. That's why I fucked with it.
Yeah. Kenny Mason, Much Money featuring Freddie Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody spoiled you. You only bossed up when nobody charging. I only tilt whenever I started. Look where we at, cause I know where we started. Miss me with static, you know that we brought it. It's automatic like those at the Target. Told it at Target, won't miss a target. With that little beam on it, won't miss a Martian. With that little beam on it, won't miss a marble. Call a little demon, he gon' hit your marble. Put up my finger and finger a goddess of Venus. I'm eating out even a garden. Ain't no more eating out, we getting leaner now. Niggas been reading now, we getting smarter. Even the odds and get even harder. Seeking these bras and need a menage. Just leaning on gullible people to think that you hard is leaving me nauseous. Bitch, I really know niggas in pain. Share my vision for niggas that came. Knew your shit wasn't legit when you gave your attention to ignorant claims. I swear to God, bitch, I might run my life with this spot. I can tell out the top he will flood. I can tell how he talk, he a fraud. And these niggas wanna die for the squad. Bet these niggas wanna die for the squad. Bet these niggas wanna die for the squad. Bet these niggas wanna die for the squad.
Yeah, put that on Finny, ain't nobody harder. Bitch, you would never, bitch, I beg your pardon. Labels get fat and these artists, they starving. I was gon' be a rich nigga regardless. Big rabbit gon' whip that brick up regardless. Known in the shop, fix your trap and Drew Barber. Westside K-Town, we sell rocks like the Carter. Big Lord gon' hump right that fish girl, no target. Yeah, I could put more bitches in a dark dunk, yeah. Seen a Lamborghini, gave me stop top, yeah. 7 in the morning, murking ops out, yeah. Knocking bone, like I gave her St. Clair. First of the month, I hit my giga with a Tina. I moved her to the Yayo, I was finished with the Reaper. 50 in his Mac 11, about to shoot a double leases. I was chilling in the strip club, fucking up the rear. For the squad, got that 850, yeah, for the squad. Bitch, you got all them pistols, but ain't gon' shoot shit. I think you scared to die for the squad. Chopper hot, man, I put that on God. Got these fuck niggas calling the Sarge. Bitch, you got all them pistols, but ain't gon' shoot shit. You gon' snitch if they give you a charge. Bet these niggas won't die for the squad.
Bitch, I might run my life with this spot. I can tell out the top he will flood. I can tell how he talk, he a fraud. And these niggas wanna die for the squad. Bet these niggas wanna die for the squad. Bet these niggas wanna die for the squad. Bet these niggas wanna die for the squad. I I swear to God. Bitch, I might run my life with this spark. I can tell out the top he was flawed. I can tell how he talk, he a fraud. No, these niggas won't die for the squad. No, these niggas won't die for the squad. No, these niggas won't die for the squad. No, these niggas won't. No, these niggas won't. No, these niggas won't.
All right. That is Kenny Mason, Much Money, featuring Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, shout out Kenny Mason.
Yeah.
Shout out Freddie Gibbs.
Smoke that.
Good music.
Freddie Gibbs on a really nice feature run, man.
I got a song by an artist named 80%. The song name is She Want Prada.
So long, been searching for you so long. She says she want Prada. I don't even want that kind of love. I can see it. I'ma break that down. I don't want no doubt when I come around. I believe it when you make that sound. All your neighbors know whenever it's going down. I'm alive for so long. I don't want something I don't want. I just want something to hold on, yeah. And I like the way you are. I like the way you wanna be. And I like the way you are. But I tell you from the start, I'm playing games with you. I like the way you haunt me. I'm a victim in my mind. And I like the way you want to me. I like the way you dance till the beat is done. Yeah, I don't need your attention. I just wish that you could read my mind. I just wanna see, don't turn up the light. I'm spending all night and day. If you write suspension, I might just stay. Do what I want, do what I say. It's easy. Yeah. I could do the same damn thing every day, but I don't really wanna. If a nigga talk shit, might make another hit, then dance with his brother up. She don't smoke no more, took everything she had to say no to the rubber. But she's still doing shrooms, so he put it in his spoon and now the whole floor lava. And I like the way you are. I like the way you wanna be.
Yeah, that was 80%. She Want Prada. We talked about a lot today.
Yep.
We talked about some sad news.
Yep.
We talked about some allegations. And we talked about music. Some really good West Coast music. And I feel like we're going to have a lot more West Coast music this year too. So just so y'all know, we'll be talking about the West Coast a lot in 2025.
Yeah, man.
Again, this was the first episode of season 5. Episodes are going to be few and far between up till we get to summer. Once we get to summer, going to be recording a lot more. But I got a couple one-on-ones over the next few weeks that I'm going to be pumping out. Other than that, you know, I end the episode same way every time. Just keep it real all the time. And all the time, keep it real.
Keep it real.
You heard?
You're listening to The Real Life Shit. The Real Life Shit. The Real Life Shit. The Real Life Shit podcast.
Hey, it's that real life shit, nigga.